Yo, what's going on, everybody? We have a special guest today, Jessica Terry, aka JT, aka JT the Goat, aka J Renee. She got a lot of other titles or other nicknames that you could say. So we're just gonna jump right into it. I'll tell you a little bit more about her in her bio. Jessica Terry recently completed the highly competitive Chevron Supply and Trading Commercial Skills Development Rotational Program. That was a lot of words. And is the first African American to complete the program. She is now a commercial analyst in gas supply and trading, where she supports the Permian trading team. She served 2 terms as the president of the National Society of Black Engineers Houston Professionals chapter. Under her presidency, she had raised $100,000 in sponsorships and scholarships and won the coveted award of National Professionals Chapter of the Year, the first time ever in the 30-year history of the chapter. That deserves a round of applause right there, so I'm just going to clap on my
Thank
own.
you.
Uh, Her passion for new members and helping people led her to pursue a Bachelor of Science in Mathematics from Bennett College for Women, where she graduated valedictorian, summa cum laude, so she could begin her career as a teacher. During her matriculation, she soon discovered an interest in engineering as well and decided to earn a Master's of Science in Industrial and Systems Engineering from North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University, Aggie Pride,
Aggie Pride.
and she graduated top of her class with a 4.0. Jessica is a class 4 graduate of the Houston Black Leadership Institute, also known as HBLI, and was recognized as a who's who in Black Houston in 2017, a 2017 NSBE Young Black Engineer of the Year, and 2018 Art of STEM Engineer Leader, currently pursuing her CFP to assist others with wealth management. Jessica enjoys rapping and writing music and performs under the name J Renee. She was featured on 2 different albums, one that was submitted for a Grammy nomination, and is currently working on her own music. Jessica is a native of Indianapolis, Indiana, also known as Naptown, that we just learned,
Neptune.
and a proud member of the Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, and enjoys serving her community, reading, and exploring new countries. Y'all give a big welcome to Jessica Terry.
Woo!
Hey y'all.
I love this.
Yay.
Good. We have a lot in common.
Oh yay, do tell.
Yeah. From the Midwest.
Okay.
Math majors, then turned engineers, aka.
Okay.
So.
Hey soror.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes. So I can't. I can't wait for this interview because I can't wait to hear.
First fam.
Yes, of course. Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot about.
Let's go.
You don't
wait.
You don't post, Taylor. You do not post on social media. Like you never post.
Man, be a recluse sometimes.
I don't post, huh?
Yeah, so it's like I forget.
I said you be a recluse sometimes. But before we go ahead and jump into our segments, it's February, it's Black History Month, or at the time that we're filming this, it's Black History Month. And so I see, Jessica, you got your being black is I can't see the rest of it.
A whole vibe, baby.
Vibe. There we go.
A whole vibe.
So, we got to shout out some black-owned businesses. It's Black History Month. Sorry, it's Black History all year round, but we got to do something special. So I do want to shout out our former co-host Alante Whitmore, who has Blackening Grad School podcast. And she makes these shirts right here. And so if you can take a look, it says "Out Here in These Academic Streets." And I think that's really important because
I love that.
We all out here. We riding around and getting it in different ways than what the song says, but we out here though, right? So
I love wearing mine to work.
Yeah, exactly. So let's go ahead and transition into our Lessons in the Trap, our LITT segment. So Jessica, this is where you can tell us, what song you feeling, who you rocking with, or just give us an idea of what you like to listen to musically.
Yeah, I mean, I like to listen to all kinds of music. I mean, I grew up, my family, they all recorded gospel music. They have albums. I was a gospel recording artist at one point in time. So I was actually signed to a label and all these different things. So I just grew up with a huge appreciation and love for music. I feel like music just speaks to your soul. But lately, and with me working in trading, it's a very aggressive, go getter type of environment. But that's my mentality in general. I'm a go getter. So I listen to a lot of music that I feel like motivates me, instills that confidence for me to wake up and feel like I can attack the day. So Hustle and Motivate, DNA by Kendrick Lamar, Put On for My City, Jeezy. I throw in a little J Renee. You know what I'm saying? So I listen to of course you got to put in Meek Mill. I feel like that's just the national, like I'm here, I made it, let's get it anthem. Like whenever you put on Dreams and Nightmares, people gonna show up. I used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this. It's just it speaks to you, get you motivated.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's like I said, it's a few, but those are the music that I listen to, especially in the morning. I work out every morning before I go to work, so
you good.
I gotta listen. It's hard. It's hard out here.
I've been on my 6 days a week grind.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. I only do 5. But you gotta stay marketable. That's my quote, Shar. These Negroes out here, they ain't living right. So gotta stay marketable.
At whatever weight, it's because they like them big too.
Listen, you better talk. That is very true.
Ain't no big girl hurting for no man. I'm telling you. You see them
This
on my
is true.
500-pound life, and they got a man there washing them up.
Listen, I can't even get anybody give me nothing from McDonald's. So I mean,
every size, I promise.
This is very true.
Yep.
Facts.
Okay, so now that we know what you like to listen to, what kind of vibe you be on, let's see what you want like in real life in terms of some of your preferences. So this is called our nature versus nurture section. And so we're gonna see kind of like who raised you. That's kind of like what the phrase I like to
Who
say.
raised?
Yeah. So Shar, you want to do the first one? You can do the first and the third one. I'll do the second and the fourth.
I got you. Okay, so the first one, ocean versus
mountains. So I love the scenery of. I actually went to Arizona not too long ago, and it's Phoenix. It's beautiful out there. Just waking up.
I've been.
Right, it's just gorgeous.
Did you go to the Grand Canyon?
I want to move there. I did go to the Grand Canyon.
I did.
It was hot as hell. I almost passed out. Nobody told me that I should have brought
Red Rock.
I don't think I saw that. It was an in and out operation. It was in and out. I was like, ooh, I saw it. I got to go. I ain't bringing enough water for this.
It's just a hole in the ground.
But it's beautiful. Like you have to see, you got to experience it. I'm so grateful I did. Oceans. So one thing about myself, I'm a zodiac person. I'm a Capricorn. So that means that what my collective of signs, we are earth signs. So I like to be on the earth more than I like to be in the water. But I love wearing a good bikini. So to answer your question, oceans all day.
All right. Cool. All right. So
I'm
this next one is
girl.
this next one is a little more academic. So
Okay.
I think you took these classes. Shit. Possibly.
Okay.
If I didn't, we'll pick another one. I think you did though. All right. So would you prefer on any given day, like if somebody was just like, all right, yeah, so you got to do this or this. This is what you have to do today. You got to pick from it. Would you rather take a differential equations test or take a data analytics test?
Okay. Yeah, this is a no-brainer because one of these you learn for absolutely no reason because you'll never apply it in life unless you're a teacher in grading tests or something. And the other one is like booming. You can do so much with it. You'd be very marketable and very competitive. So data analytics for 500, James.
All right.
That's
cool.
what I'll be taking.
Yeah. All right. I know Shar would have picked this. But
I didn't take data analytics. I feel like numerical methods, so I don't know. I can't have a knowledgeable answer. So, but the next one.
Difficult. I mean, it's like algebra. You know.
Oh, I was a math major, so I took.
All right, I know you took it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If it were to be like diffie Q and geometry, it would have been diffie Q all day because I don't that whole or abstract algebra. That's just
I got you. Yeah. Yeah, I got you.
But yeah,
I love that. Okay. So the next one, shower versus bath.
A shower. I mean,
shower over bath?
Who takes baths these days? I mean, I take a bath when I'm having a really, really, really hard time. Put my candles out, get my Baileys, you know. But I mean, right. And then, but are you getting clean in a bath? You just laying in a tub of dirty water. I mean, I just feel like when you take a bath, you still gotta take a shower. I don't know.
I love a bath.
And you gotta clean the tub out.
Right.
How dirty are you?
How dirty you really are.
So you don't clean the tub out to take a shower? Right?
I do, but I'm just saying he making it seem like it's just filthy.
Well, it kind of is. You kind of can see the dirt. It's kind of like floating as you.
It is. It's kind of nasty, but I ain't judging you, Sean. I'm just saying.
I'm not shitting on the bath. I was just talking about having to clean the tub part. It's clean either way.
You gotta clean it. You definitely gotta clean it. But yeah, showers. I'm all about efficiency. In and out. Let's move on.
All right. So while we're on the maintenance side of things, would you prefer to, like, if you had to go a whole year without having one of these things, would you choose not being able to do your like womanly maintenance? And what I mean by that is hair, nails, you know, manicure, pedicure, that type of thing, or would you rather not travel for a whole year?
Oh, that's easy. I mean, COVID shut everything down for womanly needs, and you quickly had to figure out things for yourself. So I've already had to experience a year with no nails, no lashes, no hair. I was just walking around looking like a man. And so at the time I was dating somebody, and he was like, I don't even know who you are anymore. Can you please just put on summer-size sweat? It was hard. It was hard. It was hard.
I don't believe it.
I was disrespected.
I don't believe it.
I was disrespected, Shar. But so this was easy because definitely during COVID I went on a whole road trip. That's when I saw the Arizona, the Grand Canyon. Like I did a road trip to Cali and came back. So hands down, womanly maintenance, I can let that go for a year. But not traveling, I got to get up out of Houston, Texas, because you know it ain't that much here. You know, so you got.
He was lame. He was lame.
Okay.
He was lame. You too pretty. I cannot believe that he talking about something you do something.
Lame. Thank you, Shar. I
don't believe that.
On a great city, Jessica and Taylor about
the shit. What's wrong with the shade against Houston, man? That's where you live.
It was no shade. It was no shade. I'm just saying, what did you come here to? Like, what do you come here to see? Brunch, taste bar. Yeah, they come here to eat. Turn up.
I love Texas.
There's nothing you can't get in Houston besides the beach.
Besides scenery, right? Tourist spots. You know, stuff that you do when you travel.
Houston has a lot of Black history, so there's a lot of.
This is true.
You can actually see why you're in Houston.
Okay, this is true. Look, I love Houston. I was just trying to give a good comparison. That's all. I was just trying to help.
I'm not biased at all.
Bless you.
Yeah, so now we're going to hop right back into blowing off some steam. So Taylor, go ahead and take it away.
All right, I'm gonna try to be quick because I can talk about this stuff for a long time. But student loans, okay. During this whole COVID thing, they have put a pause on federal student loans, so you're not accruing any interest and you're not having to pay back any loans. So like, thank God for that. But I still had this one little loan that I still have to pay money on every month, and I've been paying on that for like the last two years. And yesterday it occurred to me that the loan that I was actually paying on was a federal loan. So I called the loan servicer up to try to see like, hey, can I like put this loan on pause like the rest of the federal loan? And they told me like, oh, I'm sorry, we ended that at the end of January. And so I was like, okay, like nobody ever told me that this was even an option for this type of loan. Like no one contacted me. She's like, yeah, well, did you call? I'm like, well, no, I didn't call, but if you're trying to help out the people who are you're loaning to, you could, actually let them know what's going on. They're like, oh, I'm sorry, we can put you in a forbearance now, but you still be accruing interest. And I was like, you know what, that's okay. Like, I'll just keep paying on it. And I was just so frustrated because like dealing with them and then dealing with my primary loan servicer, Fed Loans, like I feel like the people that we deal with that we have to call that's supposed to be like advising us on our loans, like don't know anything about the loans, like don't care about what's about, people having to pay more money. And it's just hella frustrating. And really like the only way that you can get, like whenever I call Fed Loans, like the only way you can get good advice really is if you're either in some Facebook group where other people can like maybe advise you on what's going on, or you have to like actually like pay money to find some student loan advisor who actually knows what they're talking about, so you can actually get good advice and not end up costing you tens of thousands of dollars on that. So yeah, that was just frustrating. I don't know if y'all heard about that, the Navient settlement, but they just settled this $1.9 billion settlement like last month because they had been giving loans to people that they probably shouldn't have been giving loans to, people that didn't have good credit scores, people who were going to like these for-profit colleges that had low graduation rates. And so now they're having to settle. So like 66,000 people are going to get their loans forgiven, like their private loans forgiven. And then like another 350,000 people are going to get like $250. So, I mean, it was a big settlement, but then a lot of people, but then at the end of the day, they're still not going to get a whole lot in the way of restitution. So I just think this whole student loan thing is a scam. They're not giving people good information, and it's hurting a lot of people financially. And anyway, I'm gonna stop there. I'm done for now.
That's fair.
Jessica, you been affected by that?
I actually paid off my student loans a couple of years ago, so
yes,
man,
yeah,
that's what's up.
I don't have loans either.
Exactly.
Man,
I'm right behind you. I got like a couple thousand left, and then I'm out. And I'm just going to drop it like the mic.
When I went and got my PhD, I'm like, if it's not paid for, I'm not going. So I was like, if I'm not,
there you go, sis. Doctor,
that's how I work for masters.
Yeah, I was like, oh, masters don't have funding.
What you mean?
Masters, you got to get masters. You don't get a lot of funding from masters program unless your job will pay.
No, I was saying I everywhere I was going, I was looking at that was like they was writing that needed a monthly check too. So
okay, okay,
yep, okay. That's a bet. Well, hopefully they'll get stuff together with these loans, because folks out here struggling for real. And I mean, everybody, degrees ain't necessarily
the issue is capitalism
adding up to what they paying. Yeah, that's true.
It is.
The issue is just capitalism for everything.
And there's really there's no incentive to like give people good information, because like they're just gonna make more money.
Everything, healthcare, global warming. The every crisis, everything is capitalism.
Yeah.
Okay, so
it's all about making money.
Let's see. Let's talk a little more with our guest Jessica and get to know her a little more. Get to know who she is, and how you have done so much in your career. Kind of what you do on the side and in your spare time. We've heard a little bit already. So one thing I want to ask you is, does your love for music play a part in your everyday life, like your work life and stuff like that? Like, how much does it play into it?
Oh man, I mean, I wake up and that's one of the first things that I do is, as a part of my routine, is listen to music. As I mentioned earlier, I work out 5 days a week. So if I'm not working out in silence, which I do sometimes because it helps, I'm able to think and just focus, I'm listening to music. Music definitely helps set the tone for my day. It helps me start my day. I feel like there's always a song for every mood that you're going through, and it just speaks to me. So, music is a huge part of my life. Now, when it comes to my job, I work on a trading floor. So and we have to communicate with people throughout the day, so you don't really get a chance to just isolate and just enjoy music, because your ears have to be to the floor of what's going on around you, so you can pick up and engage in whatever conversation, so you can do what you need to do to help your trader
execute whatever deal, move whatever volume. It's just a very fast paced type of dynamic. So
Okay.
I don't get to really bring my music in there, but as soon as I get in my car, oh, Jay Renee is out. I'm like, hey, I'm doing my thing. So pulling in, pulling out, I'm Jay Renee. But as soon as I get to that seat, I'm Jessica Terry.
Jessica Terry. I'm mad you said it like that.
I get it.
Right.
I got a question. Like, so what is wealth management? Like what does that entail? Because you're talking about trading. You said it's some acronym CFT. I'm not familiar with that. I don't know
Oh,
what
it's
that
fine.
is.
Yeah.
So it's just like are you helping people with like their wins? Are you doing uh like you said stocks? Because you said you're trading. Is what is it? And like what is it do?
Yeah, no, great question. So, what I do to make money is I work at Chevron as a commercial analyst in gas supply and trading. So, basically, I do a lot of analysis and research to, help them come up with a forward view so they can put on positions and make money. And I also help them out with their day to day trading activities because in natural gas, it's a 24/7 type of job. So, we're constantly moving volumes and making more real time decisions. So, that's what I do on like to make money. Now, what I do to actually make people to fulfill myself and my passion is I love to help people. And so I decided to pursue it's CFP, my certified financial planner certification, because the reason why I decided on this whole journey to do wealth management is one of my best friends, he owns his own financial firm, and it really helped expose me to all the different pieces of financial planning. When people think of financial planning, most people think of either estate planning, if you know what that is, or they think about investing. But there's so many different pieces to financial planning that are important. Everything that you were talking about, Taylor, having someone educated and knowledgeable to walk you through your options for your student loans and how you can make those adjustments, a good financial planner will be a part of your life to help you guide you through that and get you those services, to provide counsel from what they know, but then also go and find other people in their network to help educate you. Like that's what a good financial planner does. A good financial planner also helps make sure that you have adequate insurance, whether it's life insurance, health insurance, whatever it is that you need from a risk management standpoint. They also help you plan and make sure that you're well equipped when it's time for you to get married and have kids. And I feel like buy a car. I feel like any major life decision that you have, they're like your wealth coach, your financial coach. It's like wealth therapy in for instance, for lack of a better word. And so I didn't have that, growing up. Like my mom and my dad, they did the best that they could to instill in me, I know how to do my taxes. My mom showed me how to write a check, in a checkbook. But in terms of investing, like 401k, what to do with that, um, all these other things when it comes to just being an adult and, when you're thinking about retirement beyond just putting money away, I didn't know anything about these concepts. And so I feel like if I can help educate and help others along this journey of the things that I'm able to be exposed to simply because my best friend owns a financial firm, I would love to do that. Now he does it, as for his living, so he's out, making money. I just do it because I just love to help people, and I want to help
Oh,
you.
girl, I need to hire
I,
you. Yeah.
I want to help you reach your financial goals, right? Because it's just mind blowing how these people they trust Quadir, that's his name, with every major decision that they're making. When it was time for me to buy my car, I went to him to see if I could afford it. When it was time for me to buy my house, I went to him to see how much, regardless of how much I got approved by the bank, I
Come
went to
on,
him
homeowner.
to see, which thank you, to see which houses I could afford, right? So it's someone that you really trust that's in your corner to help make sure that you're making smart financial decisions. And I want to be that person for the community.
That's
So you
awesome.
said
Man, that's what's up, man. That's what's up.
I,
Oh,
I
thank you.
heard I heard you
I
say
love
you
that.
you want to help people, but I'm assuming this means that you're not doing it for free necessarily. It's gonna be like a side hustle, side business.
Well, it's a side thing, but like I get paid very well at Chevron. I'm comfortable, right? I'm not rich by any.
Okay. I hear that.
So I personally want to do it, for free. That was my what initiated me to start this journey. Now,
Donations.
Quadir, in kind, donation. But Quadir thinks that I should still get paid and all these different things and all that. So I'm still working out the model. I'm still in training. And so the big reason, because a lot of people, you'll see people on Instagram, posting financial tips and all this stuff. And I'm not saying they're not credible, but I wanted people to know that I took this seriously, which is why I went to Rice and I went to a
Mhm.
CFP course so I could, officially, go through the course. Also preparing to take my CFP exam because I want people to know that I'm serious about this. I really want to help you. I'm not just out here winging it. I want to get properly trained to give you the best advice as possible.
That's so
So do you
important.
follow the
So important.
budgetista?
Yeah.
I do. She's really good.
Yeah.
I
I
yes,
love
she's
her.
really good. Yeah, she
Yeah.
provides really great tips. Yes, she does.
So what are you having to do for the CFP? Like what are the qualifications that you have to meet in order to
Oh
get this
man.
designation? Okay.
And so
It's,
no, it's fine. It's the four E's. No, it's fine. So the first part is the easiest. Well, I would say the easiest, but the most important from CFP world is your ethics. You have to be ethical. They say a CFP is considered a fiduciary, which means that I'm always responsible for acting in the best interest of my client. As I think financial planning may have gotten a bad rep, because people were they would think that people were making people were making investments that was in the best interest for themselves, right? So I'm going to have you roll over your IRA into my, under my assets because I'm going to get some type of return versus really taking a step back to see what's best for the client. So, you have to have ethics. The second thing is you have to have the proper education, which is why I had to take the course at Rice so that way I could qualify for sitting for the exam. The third piece is you have to take and pass the CFP exam, which I'm taking on March 11th. Y'all pray for me. And then
You
the
got
fourth
it.
do,
and
man.
final thing, the fourth and final thing you have to have is
Praying
the
hands.
experience. Is the experience. So even after you take your CFP exam, you have to have it's about 3 years of experience before you can be called a CFP. So I'm actually doing it backwards. Most people are in the financial industry for 3+ years, and then they go sit for the exam so they can qualify. I obviously don't have time to. I didn't have time to invest 3 years in the financial planning, and then do that. So I wanted to get educated first so I could start helping people. So if I don't pass the exam this go round because it's very difficult, I can always take it, another go round and start getting that mentorship with Quadir and start working with clients. So that's
You
the
claiming it though. You
qualifications
already
table.
got it.
Yeah.
You
Listen,
Yeah,
are
she got it.
Yeah.
yeah,
you already got it.
I
Yeah.
love the confidence.
That sounds interesting because I know like in my industry, so like when you get your PE, like
Hmm.
you typically have to have 4 years of experience before you can take it, but a lot of states are changing it to where you can, like I know in Texas you can take it right after you have your FE, but
Okay.
you like even if you take it and pass the exam, you still have to get the rest of those years of experience. So it kind of I get what you're saying there, how it's kind of
Right.
like flip flop, but they give you options at least.
Right, right. I mean, and that's good. I mean, because if someone is having
Hmm.
that CFP designation, you know that they had to put in some work to really get that. And that's what you want to look for when you're looking for a financial advisor. Not necessarily a CFP, but someone who is properly trained, who has the credentials, not someone that they just picked up off the street and is just doing what they call financial planning. You actually want
Right.
someone that is really educated and provides all of these different services that fall under financial wealth management.
Right. Okay. So how has your master's degree benefited your career?
Yeah, no, I mean, so like you said in my intro, James, I have a bachelor's in mathematics. Hey, Shar, and a bachelor's and a master's in bachelor's in mathematics, master's in industrial systems engineering. So coming on to Chevron, that's where I work oil and gas. They didn't really know where to place me, so because I didn't have a core engineering degree, didn't have a core IT degree, so they put me in IT because it was a catch-all function. But I moved into the business and commercial space because that's where I want to be. I'm in trading now. I love it. It's crazy, but I love it. And so with my background, with trading, basically what you're trying to do is predict the future. That's what we're trying to do. When you're trading stocks, you're trying to predict if you think that stock price is going to go up or if it's going to go down. It's the same concept no matter what commodity, currency, whatever that you're trading, it's the same type of concept. I am trying
Right.
to help my traders anticipate if we think the value of gas is going to go up or if it's going to go down tomorrow, next month, at the end of our seasons, all those different things. So with my engineering degree, with the industrial systems engineering, it's a very analytical type of degree. So I did a lot of forecasting, modeling, a lot of data analytics as a part of that degree. So it fits in perfectly with my job. Like I create Excel models all day. Most of the traders don't understand any of the things that I put together, but that's fine because that's why I'm here to run the data, run the analysis, and then explain to them what this means to them and the positions that they need to put on. So
You work
that
with
was a
MATLAB at
long-winded
all?
answer.
You you
I
work with
don't.
MATLAB
Go
at
ahead,
I
all?
don't.
Ice.
I don't.
No.
I don't work on my lab. We're not that fancy by any means. They're
Okay.
impressed by me using index match formulas.
Index match function. Yep, I know about
Yeah, it's exactly. That's impressive to them. So yeah.
it.
It's so funny because I'm interested in industrial and systems engineering. Like I thought about doing that. So funny. Like we almost live the
Yeah. No, you should do it.
it's so
I mean,
funny.
you probably
Yeah.
don't go back
No,
to
I'm
school, but
yeah, I'm going back.
yeah.
I do
Yeah.
think about going back. If I did go back, it'd be some kind of med school, like a homeopathic medicine, like learning about the
Oh,
herbs
that's
and stuff.
cool.
Like
That's
I would do
dope.
honestly. But
Okay.
that's something
Mm.
else.
I
Okay,
love
so
that.
my question
Holla,
for
holla
you
at me if you ever think
is
about that. Sorry.
okay. I will. But my question is like, how was your transition from math to engineering? Because for me, it was rough. Because I got a bachelor's and master's in math and did my PhD. So it was rough for me that transition. So I'm
Girl,
wondering how was it? Yeah.
because you pick material science. Like, what in the world? That's the one class that all engineers fear. I mean, it's material science and statics. Like, those are the two classes that nobody wanted to take
I like
Yeah,
as a
it's
part of
statics.
tough.
their engineering. Statics, I mean, look, I had to drop it the first time because I wasn't focused. Second time, I did my thing. But no, it's just, mm-mm. But material science, and you got a whole degree in that. I can understand why your transition was rough.
It
But
was crazy.
for that is crazy. So salute to you, sis. But
Thank
no, I mean for me it was again, industrial systems engineering is very math based. So it was and then you're dealing with math that you're applying the theory, into real life
mm,
situations. So it helps bring it home even more. Like I'm developing as a part of for my thesis, I develop a forecast to try and help a food bank anticipate, how, their quantity of donations that they're going to get, right? Because
mm,
everything you can try and forecast that, in the math and engineering world, they say every forecast is wrong, which is correct. But you can see like some seasonal patterns, like around Christmas time, we'd start to see an increase of donations, right? Because that's when a lot of people are doing those type of giveaways, or around like maybe during the summertime we'd also see an increase. So we could help them anticipate just the the supply and demand, associated with their donations and then the needy, right? So that way they could better prepare for those different seasonal trends. So like I said, for me it was very easy because it was very
mm.
math based. But all engineering disciplines are not made equal. Like we know that. So it was
Yes.
you pick material science. I mean,
Yeah. So
come on.
what you're telling me is that I picked the hardest one.
You pick one of the hardest ones. I think material science, chemical engineering is tough.
But
Um,
I would say material science. I mean, it's not its own subset. I would say each respect of engineering has material science related to it.
Yeah.
If that makes
but
sense.
she
So
picked a whole degree
okay.
in material science.
Yeah. So, because
Yeah.
how we used to say it, because we used to say math is the mother of STEM, because you need it for physics, you need it for chemistry, you need it for everything. And so we
Yes.
say material science. We was like material science is the mother of engineering because you really need it for all of the engineering disciplines. And so it's like I don't know,
Never thought about that.
rough for
Girl.
me. That's all I know.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful. That's a beautiful quote. Yeah,
Yeah.
nah. Industrial systems engineering. It was like I said, it was
Yeah.
very math based and it was very people, you know, oriented. Like it was
Yeah.
like there had that business side to it. And so I feel like all
So
the
I could
cool
have.
engineers were ISCs, all the lanes was, all the other ones. I ain't gonna call you out,
Bruh,
but
nah, you
it
flexing
was
right now.
I'm just saying, I'm just
Straight
saying,
flexing.
I'm just
You
Straight
saying
saying,
I could
flexing.
have? I could
Hey,
have. You saying I could have went a better route with my
that's what
degree,
I'm
but I
saying. That's what
chose.
I'm
Yeah,
saying. You
yeah,
chose the path of most resistance. Like, but
yeah.
shout out to you, Star. You did it.
Story of my life.
You did it. You did it. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
So,
let me.
go ahead, Taylor. You got
I'll
it.
go ahead.
Nah, you,
Was it related to this? Because I was gonna shift gears a little bit.
yeah, yeah. You go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, so you said you rap, you're in the music industry, and so I want to hear everything, and you can tell us about the music industry, like things you wish you knew when you had gone in, what it was like being in the albums you recorded, like all that.
Man, I mean, it's a whole different world, and I'm not gonna act like I'm fully in the industry because I'm definitely not. I've recorded some albums. I went to the studio. I've worked with other artists, but have I went to LA and all that stuff? No, I haven't. But I have such an appreciation for artists that when you're working on your craft, like you just see them out there performing, and it's like, oh, da da da. But it takes so much energy to perform. Like it really,
Right.
really does. It
Right.
takes so much energy to record a song. So many times you have to go through like a word or a phrase or whatever just to get the right tone, the right pitch, the right emphasis, and then you got to go back and do your ad libs. Like it takes so much to really put together a well executed song that a lot of people they have no idea just the amount of work that it takes. That so you just gain an appreciation, but then also it's just the fact that you're able to tell your story in a musical form. Like it's nothing like it, to me. Going to the studio is one of the best feelings in the world, and writing my music and hearing it. Like I listen to my music all the time. I absolutely love my music. Not like that, but it's it's just such an amazing feeling to be able to create something and then see it give birth and see how it impacts other people. Like it's just a high that I can't explain.
You,
Man.
I laughed because it just reminded me of Straight Outta Compton when Easy E was trying to get was trying to first start spitting in the studio and he couldn't get his voice. His voice was too
Yeah.
high and he was like,
Yeah.
nah, redo that shit.
It's really crazy. Like it's people in there like, yeah, nah, like you ain't this ain't it. You need to do it again. You gotta do
Yeah.
it again. You gotta do it again. You gotta do it again. And I'm not even a real artist, right? So I'm just thinking like I do this for fun. But people who actually get paid on it is just you just gain so much respect for them. You really, really do. And admiration. You really do. Kanye's crazy, but you gotta respect his ability to execute music the way that he does. I mean, plenty of artists, but I just
Yeah.
Kanye,
Just
trending.
music. Yeah. Kanye.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
music. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
music. That's
He
How
what I
on a
long does
do.
it
downward
take you
slope.
to? How long does it take you to record a song once you get in the studio? Like on
Well,
average.
the first time I went, it took me like a couple hours to record one song. But now I've gotten much better, and so I can probably lay
Ooh.
down. I can write and lay down a song in like an hour. Like we'll
I,
be writing the song and recording it at the same time. Cause I
Okay.
I write I write songs pretty quick. Like I could write a song real quick, but you got to go back and you got to perfect it. You got to make sure you got the right punchlines. You got to you got to add
Mm.
in extra right? So
Yeah, Cardi B.
it's
Cardi B talked about that with her first album. How she was like, I work so hard trying to make sure you can hear me because she's speaks multiple languages, so she was like, to make sure you can understand me, everything. I don't think people understand how much work goes into
it's a lot
being
of work.
a recording artist.
Yeah, I
What's
mean,
your
and then
Okay.
you
Apple?
So then
Are
what?
you on Apple?
What?
yeah, I'm under quite Q45, but you can find me under J Renee, Jaerena. So it's the play
Wait,
on my first name and my middle name. My middle name is Renee.
is
R E.
Q? Oh, sorry.
Sorry, yeah,
I'm I'm
Jaerena,
trying.
J Renee, 2 words.
Okay.
No.
Yeah,
Is
you can
Q
find me.
45 the quad ear dude?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So he
Okay.
also, so yeah, so Quadir has a double life. He
I
actually
was
used to
reading.
record. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He actually Q45. He actually used to record with the game. Won a lawsuit because the game stole some of his lyrics. Like it's crazy. So he's the one that
Dang.
really
Uh,
helped expose me to this whole different life. He recorded with plenty of rappers. Trey songs, all different people. That are on his album that he
Right.
knows.
Yeah, I
Nicki
was listening
Fact.
to it. I was listening to the one you sent me.
Yeah, no, he's cold. He's cold. So he helped
Yeah.
really help me learn the game of rap, the artistry. of rapping and have a better appreciation for it. Because I've been rapping for a while, but I never
Mm.
really tried to put together a true song and craft something that I was like, oh no, this is cold. So yeah,
I see
You
this
yeah,
slide
yeah.
26 M's.
Sliding the
I'm
26
gonna
M's.
check you out. I'm
Yeah,
gonna check
listen
you
to
out.
26 Stems. I had an album, but I pulled it. I had an album, but I pulled it because I was concerned about my brand at Chevron. I mean, because
Oh, I
it is what it
understand. I
is.
understand.
It is what
I
it is. But
understand.
yeah,
I totally
I
understand.
put
Yeah.
yeah, but no, I put my heart and soul into that album. I got music videos I did, so I'll share some of that with y'all. I
Yeah.
sent y'all some of
Yeah,
the
we
gems.
So hold on.
definitely
So
do
hold
that.
on. Do we have to officially say you're like
No,
how
no,
does that
no.
work?
So
Okay.
Quadir's album, which is crazy, got submitted for a Grammy, but he didn't make it to the nomination category
Okay. I got you. I got you. So
to
it was just
even be a
submitted. I
part of the
got you.
process.
Mm.
Yeah, to be a part of the process
Yeah.
to be
That's
submitted, like
amazing.
that's mind blowing. Like he's in the
Yeah.
Yeah,
industry like that he was able to submit it. So
Yeah.
yeah,
that's
that was
I
dope.
crazy.
love
So yeah,
this. I love how
yeah. So
dimensional we are as like
right,
black academics. I love it.
yeah.
Right. So two things before we go. The first one, um, um, what tips do you have for people who are aspiring to be engineers, and also do you feel ever so graciously feel like great? I missed that sentence all the way up. Do you feel like doing a freestyle on this wonderful, beautiful Saturday morning? If not, it's all good. It's no
A
pressure because I know
freestyle.
freestyle is its own world.
So to answer your first question,
Okay.
um, for people that want to be engineers, just go for it. Like if you are create if you have a desire to constantly learn and to investigate, and you just have this curiosity of just how things work, how life works, how people work, then I think you would make a great engineer. But it's honestly, you don't really know until you do it. So
Right.
just take a couple classes or go to some of the programs just so you can get exposed. NSBE has a lot of NSBE Junior programs for high school students that you can participate in. So get plugged into your local chapter so you can just get exposed to that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so that. So I don't freestyle, but I can definitely get y'all a part of one of my tracks if that's cool. Can I
Yes.
curse
I
on here?
yes.
It works.
I
Yeah, you can.
don't.
And
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you, man? Express
Okay. All
yourself.
right. All right. All right.
do
All right.
you
Yeah.
do you do you?
I'm gonna give J Day because that's one of my favorite tracks, and my Mac about to die. But yeah, I ain't got time for bitches who say the most. If JK come out, just know that it ain't a joke. Leave the rumors on Twitter. I could give a fuck what them say. I'm trying to get my first meal. Call me MJ. Get the presidential and call it the JFK, and money off books and call it my JPay. Slay any bitch who's thinking I came to play. Born in '88, nigga, it's J Renee.
Yeah,
Woo!
yeah.
She got the
That's
heat.
what's up.
Okay.
Oh, I
That's
can't
what's
wait to
up.
check you out. I love
Right.
this.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was
I can't
vibing.
wait
yeah,
to
I was
check you out.
vibing to what she sent me the other day. So yeah,
that's me.
You
So
gotta share with
Yes,
the group,
James.
man.
Send it to us.
Yeah. Holding
I
on
Yeah.
bet.
to.
I got y'all.
Holding on to
I
the
got you.
goods.
My
oh,
bad. My bad.
I love it.
Uh,
Tell us your
yeah,
Instagram handle.
yeah. Yep. Thank you,
Oh
Charlotte.
Oh
yeah, so I'm on Instagram under my normal name. I'm just a normal person. Miss Terry, not mystery. Miss Terry, MSTERRY_MSTERRY, my last name. So y'all check me out.
I'm
I
hitting
follow back.
follow right now.
I follow back. I follow back.
I, I don't know whether I follow you already or
The
not. I
goat.
thought I.
I don't think so. JT to go. That's how I be. I'm real like I'm crazy. I post stuff, don't judge me. I'm just a free spirit. And
Oh, you know some
either
people
you
I
rock
know.
either you rocking me or you ain't. But yeah. Yeah, we
Oh,
probably know
cause you
some
in
same people.
Houston.
So
Yeah, you
yeah.
you in Houston. So you know some of my line sisters. You know Ebony.
She
Ebony
know
Oh
Nelson.
Ebony.
yeah. Well, yeah, because of
Yeah.
Brittany. Yeah, yeah, of course.
Yep. Yeah, that's my line sister. Yep.
Okay, that's what's up. Doctor,
Yep.
world traveler.
Yes.
All right,
What
Yeah.
is
just
this
hit
word? I
follow.
can't even pronounce this word. Bibliomanic. What?
Yeah. I read books, girl.
you like books.
Hey, all these smart words that I can't like. I gotta
That's
get
like that's
y'all.
like
That's
my
what's up.
hobby. That's like the only hobby I got.
That's what's up. That's dope. Okay, sorry, James.
Nah, no worries. I just wanted to say, thank you for coming by and joining Full Steam Ahead. We really appreciate it. It's been a great episode, and shout out to you and everything that you're doing. Continue to give out the financial advice. Continue to shine at Chevron. Your name is ringing bells. All types of things. So thank you for joining us, and make
Thanks
sure
for having me.
y'all continue to tune in and follow Jessica on social media. Follow our page at full_steam_ahead, and you can find the rest of us on social media. I'm at king_Santiago25. Taylor.
I'm at Roscoe, ROSCOLD 4, even though I don't post much.
Post. And I'm at Dr. Shar H. DR H.
All right. Thank you, and tune in next time.